Mountain Giant in my arena deck in way in the past.
Yeah, it could. There's potential, but I think this is looking quite like Handlock at the moment. Doomsayer again, showing up. He kept the Doomsayer.
Keeps Doomsayer in the opening hand, trying to predict a zoo, I guess.
Yeah, just making a bit of a read there. So this could be, like you said, classic Handlock, or it could be a demon variation. But seeing Cypher, oh, there's Kezin again. He is scared of secrets.
Alright, well, I can appreciate his creativity at least. He showed up knowing what he wanted to aim against. It's like all these PAX guys, they're gonna have some scum secret paladin decks. Let's just use the Kazan. This turns out to... Well, if only he was playing the last one against Secret Mage.
Yeah, that's true. He would have stole some interesting stuff. Big Game Hunter lines up perfectly there for the first Giant.
Oh man, it's been a while since I felt this pain. Good old Mountain Giant turn 4 into BGH. So far, I've still only seen one of each unique card. Of course, I am thinking it is Handlock, but it still could be Arena.
Well, we're gonna find out soon. This match could take a while.
Yep, I think Handlock is favored in this Control Warrior matchup. A blast from the past, really. Used to see Handlock versus Control Warrior all the time.
Without Kazan, of course. But Siphon Soul, you know, that's a card that does find its way into Reno, not so much into Handlock. Well, I don't know. I haven't seen enough Handlock recently to make that call, but it did get cycled out kind of during the autumn-winter period when Handlock was popular. Oh, there's Jiraxis, but that's pretty standard Handlock stuff. No sign of any of the demons just yet.
I mean, Kazan Mystics is the type of card you could put in any deck if the metagame were secret heavy enough. So
far, a lot of the players at PAX are playing slower decks. I mean, Jumpy did bring the Secret Paladin, but he did bring the Control Warrior. Lots of Control Warrior. We saw like 2 Control Priests. Control Mage, I'll call the previous deck we saw in the previous game. Yeah, like the PAX players seem to be liking the slower games. And no, they don't like this aggro stuff. Aggro's lame.
Yeah, does that say something about the type of people who attend PAX? I know that PAX South is a bit known for its board gaming. And board gaming is a nice slow activity. You have to play a control deck to appreciate the true nature of Hearthstone, be able to witness enough turns to enjoy it.
You want as many choices as you can make during your turns.
Right.
Going face shouldn't be one of them. You should be trading. You should be trading all the time.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Yeah, go to the taps. I'm not going to siphon it. Might use the Hellfire here.
Yeah, might actually still siphon. It's possible. Might just let the Twilight Drake die. I think there were a few reasonable lines there.
I mean, this Drake is vulnerable to execute. He hasn't seen one yet, so maybe he feels the 4/8 at the moment is enough of a valued minion to keep on the board and just expend the Siphon. But Dr. Boom does follow straight after it. You might be thinking, I wish I had that Siphon now.
Right.
But he doesn't have
Hellfire. I haven't seen any duplicates. Every single card is unique, so it could still be Arena deck.
Hold on to that hope.
It's a Firemancer. The Siphon saves the Drake enough for it to deal 4 damage. Hellfire cleans it up. And let's see. Boombox might hit him down low enough for the Molten. And that's enough. So you can tap and then get the Molten.
He did hover over the Kezin. He was going to play it. It looks like he is going for the Kezin instead.
Yeah, I mean, I can appreciate that in the sense of he's spending more mana on this turn. The Molten Giant, that was a mistake, says Firemancer. Oh, maybe he thought he could play the Molten Giant.
Maybe
he's thinking he's about to die to Gromish, which would be lethal, but there is no Gromish to the relief of Firemancer.
Jumpy still holds on to this Death Spite. He doesn't want to use it just yet.
Wow, this is going to... Firemancer could commit about 50 value worth of stats here with 3 Giants and a Sun Fury. We're going to see just how much he commits because there is a brawl waiting for Jumpy.
And Firemancer plays Control Warrior himself, so he must be cautious of the brawl. Just goes for 2 Giants and an Argus at this point, so... And hits the face, so he's kind of going for a lot of pressure here. But like I said, this brawl is going to be pretty nasty. And Jumpy's going to get 2 potentially... Well, he's going to guarantee 2 minions, at least.
Yep. Firemancer does save the other Molten Giant for another day. Let's see. Jumpy has 11 damage. He's 1 short right now.
Yeah, he's close. So close.
Doesn't really have an answer for a taunted Molten Giant, though. And Firemancer has a heal bot to go back up, so this game isn't over.
Firemancer's still in it, like you said. He gets to play... Yeah, he gets to play the heal bot.
I wonder if I'm overthinking this, but Firemancer has some very fiery cards. He's got the Hellfire, the Shadow Flame. Last game he finished it with the Baron Geddon. I wonder if he's a theme player here.
He's waiting for the moment to draw that fire theme card to win him the game. He won't win the game unless he wins with a fire-based card. I mean, Dread Infernal's kind of fiery too, but it's that green fire. Maybe he doesn't like the green fire. Maybe he's all about the red fire.
Yeah, maybe. I think if he was going to bring a 3rd deck, he'd have brought Mage.
Fire Mage. Oh, it goes for the tap. Okay. Heal bot.
Ancient Watcher. I haven't seen that in a while, too.
So the brawl's gone. Jumpy does have 2 brawls. Another one does show up there.
Yep, he's going to be thinking, should I use it to risk the Molten? He does have a way to kill the Molten. It wouldn't be very pretty. You can consider hitting the Molten with his weapon and bashing. You can consider quite a wide variety of plays here.
Huh. So you kind of did that the wrong way around, right? Because you let the Shredder take the 1 damage and then pop the Shredder.
Yeah. Unless you wanted to make sure that Doomsayer didn't come out so you could play your Sarah.
Yeah, that's true. And the coin is going to either develop an axe or a hero power, but it looks like he wants the axe. I guess he would play the axe. Oh no, he does the hero power. Okay.
Okay, there would be a reason to play the axe because then you could play Alex Straza next turn. And have an axe out. Alright, Firemancer looking quite a lot better after that turn. But he has no answer to... Well, he does have an answer to Ysera. That would just be the Owl. He's a little bit close to lethal himself. He has 8.
Owl potentially into... just into Boom. I'm not going to go for Draxus just yet. Probably use it as a heal. He's not afraid of... Well, he should be afraid of Grom, but...
Yeah, I mean, he knows he would have died to it earlier, but didn't see it, so... Maybe he becomes increasingly hopeful.
I want to see the reaction for the second brawl. Everyone kind of has the same reaction to the second brawl. Just like, oh, really? Come on!
Cheat!
What now?
Isn't that a legendary card?
I wonder if it's better to kill the taunted guy first before your brawl. What do you think? It's kind of close. Wow. Oh, congratulations, Jumpy. Gets his Ysera.
I guess he could have cleared up the taunted mini with Fiery War Axe if he really wanted to. But yeah, I suppose. Because then he couldn't play Sludge Belcher if it did stick up. Oh, he could still play Sludge Belcher, but it just has something contesting it. Speaking of Sludge Belcher, another one comes down. These players are just stalling with these taunts, both at such low health.
Yep, and
This is
that's enough. Was a little bit surprised Firemancer didn't go Sludge Belcher heal bot there, as Jumpy had quite a lot of damage. But a bold tap. Jumpy takes this one. It's going to come down to Handlock versus Secret Paladin.
We've seen repentance from Jumpy so far, but we haven't seen any equalities.